Villa 4, Forest 1 on aggregate. Welcome to the player ratings. Hi guys. Oh, I don't know if I can do this, man. It's one of the worst performances I've ever seen, ever. Just didn't turn up. It was crap. Well done to Villa. They deserved it on the night. But that was horrific. And we gotta sit here and do the player ratings. So make sure you got Finalysis. We're doing it on that. Give me a follow if you're on there. It's at Wolfie. I'm in the starting 11. We'll go through it together, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, my head is not in the right place to do this right now. Everything about that performance was wrong. The players didn't work. The setup didn't work. The mentality was wrong. Villa were hungrier for it. We just didn't want it. We didn't want it. We blew it. We absolutely blew it. I don't think there was one good performance out there. Maybe Hutchinson. Maybe Hutchinson. I'm not using injuries. I'm not going to use the injuries, chat. The injuries for me, non-event. Non-event. Because we've seen this team rotate. We've seen this team play a B squad. We've seen them do what they had to do and get wins. This was, at this stage, this is about desire. This is about wanting it. This is about just putting your bodies on the line. Make sure you do what you got to do. And when you've got Milenkovic, of all people, making an absolute schoolboy error to give away that penalty, like, what can you say there, man? Like, so silly from him. And then, you know, when Chris Woods misses that chance, it's like, you never would think Chris Wood wouldn't put that in. You really wouldn't, chap. I was worried about this game. I said it beforehand. We are always rubbish at Villa Park. I can take losing. I just can't take that performance, especially with how we've been playing. It's just how you would think we were the ones who had lost 3 in a row. And yet another semi-final, man. Yet another semi-final. Blew this semi-final, blew the FA Cup semi-final, blew the League Cup semi-final, blew umpteen playoff semi-finals. Like, what is up with us and just getting semis, man? Are we ever gonna get a full on? No, it's always just gonna be a fucking semi. I'm so angry, right? But I'm absolutely too broken to be angry. I haven't got the energy within me to kick off. I don't know what the changes were at halftime. Like, why was Morato still on? Jesus and Wood did not work at all. They were so bad today, man. McAtee was rubbish in the first half. Morato looked like Sean Dyche Morato. I didn't think Anderson was very good in that first half. Cunha struggled at right back. Like, nothing worked. Literally nothing worked. Every idea that was there just didn't work. Shanghai says, we didn't have to play Gibbs White at Chelsea and he didn't have to challenge that header when 3-0 up. Now we made Emery look like a genius. Come on, Freiburg. Yeah, big up Freiburg, man. And thank you for the $5, bro. It's the worst Milenkovic has played since Bournemouth. I look, the whole Gibbs White thing, I don't think it would matter if Gibbs White was playing or fucking prime Stan Collymore was playing. Yeah, Paul, I agree with that. Why was Luca on? And the Murillo change at 3-0 down, like, and that just opened it. I'll tell you what, I didn't even know Murillo was on the pitch. I didn't even know Murillo came on. Apart from that, I saw his number, and I'm telling you, Murillo doesn't even look in great shape. We had 2 right backs and no left backs for 20 minutes. Like he was better off leaving Nico Williams on the left side of the 3 and leaving Cunha on the right side of the 3. Like, why did that change? We were just like freaking the Red Sea on that left side. It was so easy at the end, man. It reminded, you know what the end reminded me of? Remember the Swansea playoff? Like, it reminded me of that at the end of it, man. The Blackpool one is just semi-finals and Forest, man. Like, I just wish quarterfinals go straight to finals, man. Let's do the player ratings. I don't even know. Honestly, I think they were all rubbish. Make sure you guys have got Finalysis opened up. How do we even do this, man? How do we even do this? I thought Ortega was poor today, man. I think he could have got to that penalty. I think even the Ollie Watkins shot in the second half that was offside, that was hit straight down the middle, and that was a worrying sign, man. It was straight down the middle, and he put all his body weight to the left hand side and just messed it up. And then McGinn's shots just finessed around him, no problem, and then near post shot for him. I thought he was poor today. I'm gonna give him like a 16. You can't concede 4 goals, man. 2-0 down, still didn't change things and didn't push forward. We were still passing it sideways and backwards, Villa were pressing us so high up, man. It was ridiculous. Nico Williams struggled so much today against McGinn. McGinn was arguably, him and Buendia were man of the match. I thought Nico Williams struggled big time today. Like, McGinn was just backing up into him, using his strength. And Nico Williams struggled with it. He really did. I think McGinn won that battle today, big time. I don't know if there's any stats on him. I mean, he made 2 tackles, that's it. Won one of them. I don't know, I'll give him a 35, man. No one's scoring high today. Morato. He's back. Ladies and gents, he's back. Early yellow card again. Just like I'm not gonna lie to you, I was worried that it was gonna be a penalty when he headbutted him, a bit like the Chelsea one. But in the end, I think Watkins was the one who headbutted him. He was probably better than Milenkovic, though. He probably was better than Milenkovic. I'll give him a 40. I don't know. Jair Cunha was atrocious. We've seen him a couple of times at right back, I think in the pre-season, if I remember rightly. Today, he was lost. And he was actually worse when he went to left centre-back. I thought at left centre-back, I mean, McGinn had a field day when we went to that back 3. I'm only judging him on what I saw. I know he was playing out of position, but I think he was one of the poorest ones out there. I'll give him a 10. I give him a 10. Milenkovic, for me, worst game I can remember him having for a long time. I don't know, man. His head was fried a little. I was expecting him, as someone who's been in these positions before with Fiorentina and everything, to be calm, to be that voice, to organise everything. And then he does what he does on that penalty. And I say it changes the game. It didn't. It was one-way traffic. But he was one of the worst players out there today. And that hurts more than a lot of the stuff that we saw today. It really does. He was really bad. I actually think, for who he is and what you expect from him, that was one of the worst performances I've ever seen from Milenkovic. And he didn't lead. He didn't lead. Anderson, very average for me. I almost feel like he went into that game with the whole him and Morgan Rogers beef. Like, I saw him come to life when he took on Morgan Rogers and skilled him up. I think it was in the middle of the first half. Outside of that, I feel he didn't have an influential performance on it. I'll give him like a 32. Dominguez, didn't really notice him. Didn't notice him. What's he done? 42 accurate passes, 2 tackles. I mean, does that tell us much? I don't know. I'll give him a 30, man. Hutchinson, probably the best player on the pitch, but not that involved because we weren't finding him. He looked like the only one who could cause them a threat up against Digne, beat him a couple of times. But outside of that, why not just push the ball towards his side? He for me, probably was the best player on the pitch. I'll give him a 52 as a push. McAtee was woeful in that first half. Stinker and hooked at half time. Needed to. This was his chance just to write everything correct for the whole season, just to make sure that this is the game where we could all look back and say, doesn't matter what's happened, he stepped up today and sorted it out. Cal says with the £2, what I find funny is they didn't get one card. Didn't they get a single card? I think they did. Thank you for the £2. Honestly, McAtee for me is like a 2. Is a 2. Jesus, stinker. I thought him and Wood were rubbish today. Ball didn't stick to either of them. We just didn't get into the Villa half, man. We didn't get into the Villa half. I don't know. That's probably too high. I'll give him a 23. I don't know. Nothing worked today. It was almost like we were too predictable. Villa changed their formation up into almost a hybrid back 3, and that threw Forest. Suddenly there was 3 defenders marking 2 attackers. It was smart from Emery, you have to say. And then when they pushed out, they pushed up Lindelof, whatever his name is, into it. Woods, terrible. If he has one of those games where he's not involved, he has to score. And he had the chance to score. And whether or not you think it's offside or not, it doesn't really matter. In the moment, Wood was playing it onside and he missed it. That puts us back level on the tie. That puts it back to 2-1. I fully expected him to score. I couldn't believe he didn't score it. I couldn't believe my eyes. I really couldn't. Outside of that, what did he do? He looked leggy. He looked slow. He wasn't winning any of the 50-50s from any long kicks or anything like that. All the second balls weren't breaking to him or us in general. For someone who's good in the air, he doesn't seem to win many of those knockdowns. I feel like Jesus wins more knockdowns than he does. Like, what were his stats for the game? 1 shot in 71 minutes. 1 shot. Misky, I hear you saying he had no service, man, but I can't look past that chance. His conversion rate is meant to be better than that. It really is. I thought he was really poor. I'm giving him a 5. Pereira, man. Big up, Harry. He says would look injured. I don't know if he's injured or maybe we've overplayed him, but he didn't start the Chelsea game, so I don't think injury is an excuse. Right now, at the end of the season, you put your body on the line, man. You put your body on the line. Pereira, he got it wrong today. He got it wrong. Maybe this whole 4-4-2 hybrid 4-2-3-1 thing just became a little bit too predictable. I didn't like the 4 at the back. I don't think it was balanced in the way we did it. I can't believe we're out, man. I can't believe we're out. Big up to Steve with the 4.99. He goes, ref was shit. We were not at the races. Villa were more intense. I agree with that. You scored way higher than I have. I think Vitor put Luca on to piss us off. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Thank god you reminded me about that, bro. Thank you for the 4.99. I didn't understand the substitutions. The Chris Wood one, the Yates, okay, I could understand that one. It brought a little bite in there. Big up, Dan, man. Big up. I could understand that one. It brought bite into the midfield. What I couldn't understand is there was no signs in that first half of anything working. And just changing McAtee for Yates wasn't the solution, because you just basically, you take it, okay, as bad as McAtee was, I think everyone would agree he's still more creative than Ryan Yates. So you bring on Ryan Yates, fine. I would have brought on Sangare myself, assuming he was fit. But you have to keep some creativity there. You had to bring on Morgan Gibbs-White. You had to. If Morgan Gibbs-White played 45 minutes in that game and could have impacted it in 10-15% of it, and then, as horrible as it sounds, if his stitches opened up and he started bleeding and we had to take him off, fine. But he's got to give Morgan Gibbs-White. I refuse to believe that Gibbs-White would not have gone onto that pitch tonight. I refuse to believe it. He is a guy that will put his body on the line. And at this stage of the season, you have to put your body on the line. Forget the World Cup stuff right now. Your job is with Forest. Your job is to just give whatever you've got and get it out there. And in the form Gibbs-White is in, he had to risk it. And I'm not putting that on Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White can't force himself onto the pitch. Pereira had to just be like, okay, if you've named him, here's the thing. If you've named him on the bench, then surely he's fit enough to have some kind of impact on the game. Otherwise, why have we wasted a sub in name on there? Now, if he wasn't fit enough to play, if he wasn't able to get any minutes in, if the medical staff hadn't cleared him, then why put him on the bench? Because I think it's a morale booster to Villa. Either way, if they see Gibbs-White's name's not on the team sheet, that's going to give him a boost. If Gibbs-White had started, I can guarantee you someone's putting something on him. That's what you do in football. So either you just take him out of the equation completely, or you've got to risk it in the second half. This one was on Pereira. In terms of the Gibbs-White one, the performances were on the players. It's the first time in a long time I've been disappointed with Pereira, and I got to judge what I saw on the pitch. The substitutions were horrific. The back four was not balanced. I'm giving him a 5, chat. I'm giving him a 5. Murillo, what was the point in that substitution? Literally made less sense than not bringing Gibbs White on. I don't understand that substitution. If you were going to bring Murillo on, half-time for Morato. Maybe even Milenkovic, whatever. But, and I'm telling you, he looks out of shape. He looks out of shape. So even putting him on, if he's out of shape, was a risk. I didn't see him on the pitch. I'll be honest with you, at that stage, my head's gone. I don't know. Like, what do I give him? Like 39 or something? Luca, this fucking idiot, man. Well, he came on in the 70th minute. Again, another substitution I didn't understand. How is it? We've seen the sample size from Luca, short of what? 1 goal against Leeds, I think it was. He's done absolutely nothing. Nothing. How the hell, I don't know, what was the score in the 70th minute? I don't know what it was, right? But how the hell is Luca, the guy who you would argue is the least in-form attacker we have, full stop? How is he going to impact the game? How is he going to get us a goal? It just makes no sense whatsoever, that Luca substitution. 0 sense to me. The only reason Luca was playing because of that idiot Dyche. Yeah, that was a Dyche signing. It's not a Pereira-style player. We could have had Taiwo on there instead, but no, Dyche registers this beanpole. I mean, thankfully, we don't have to buy this prick, so he can go. Ryan Yates, for the first 5 minutes of the second half, was doing his thing, wasn't he? Getting the fouls, breaking up the play. You're getting from him what you get from him. Overall, I didn't think Ryan Yates was bad. He's not the cause of this result. He's not. Do you know what? Maybe starting Ryan Yates would have been a better option because it would have broken the flow of Villa's play. In fact, starting Ryan Yates probably now with hindsight makes sense because what's he best at? Getting a foul, giving a foul away. It breaks up the play. It changes, you know, the flow and the momentum of it and what have you. Maybe starting Yates would have been a bit of a masterstroke. I thought he was all right. He might even be man of the match. I'll give him like a 48. Bakwa. This is a guy whose corners got us excited in the first, you know, couple of weeks ago. Now he just bloody whips him straight into the keeper. I didn't really see much of him, chat. I really didn't. He can get, I don't know, 26. The clue about MGW is that he wasn't involved in the pre-match warm-up. Then why have they named him, man? Why have they... Is this the whole... Who was it that did it the other week? It was Spurs, wasn't it? With Maddison. What's the point? What's the point? Sinclair, I mean, he got a couple of minutes. I'm not going to rate him. Like, he's just a kid. The ref. Now, I don't blame that result at all on the ref. I blame it on the players. I blame it on Pereira. The ref, however, was absolutely horrific. Horrific. Gave away weird free kicks. Didn't play advantage for Forest numerous times. Shocking. All around shocking that ref was, man. So bad. You're not getting a 12, ref. What's the lowest I can give you? A 1? You're getting a 1. You were freaking shit, man. And that's the player ratings. Let's see what you guys did. Make sure you've downloaded the app, though. It's completely free to do so. Let's have a look at what you guys did, man. Let's have a look at some of the reviews as well. Didn't even try it. I agree with that. Shocking team selection. Shocking tactics. No passion. No desire. What I love about this app is it's a Forest feed, so you don't have to see any of these dickhead ops on there. Forest never turned up. Absolutely bottled it. Forest were garbage. 100%. That was shit. Now we've lost this game. Our club is in a terrible position. I don't fully agree with that. Absolute capitulation. Truly awful. Yeah, you gotta agree with a lot of what's being said there. You really do. Let's see how you guys scored them though. Where is it? Let's go into the match hub. So, you guys gave Chris Wood a 27, Igor Jesus a 31, Hutchinson, Dominguez got a 43, McAtee got a 52. I thought he's one of the worst players out there. Anderson got a 41, Milenkovic got the worst score, Morato a 42, Nico Williams a 54, Jair Cunha a 39, and Ortega a 58. Pereira got nailed with a 28, Murillo a 45, Luca, who cares? Yates scored somewhat high, 52, Backward 45. Let's see how everyone scored the ref. Wow, on average, we gave him a 54. The Villa fans obviously gave him a 68. But the highest player was Ortega, apparently, and I thought he had an absolute stinker. Absolute stinker. Anyway, chat. Such is life. We move on. I never thought we were going to win that cup anyway. And we go straight into Newcastle after this, chat. Straight into the Newcastle match. I'm going to send you over to Carl, Forest fan. Go show him some love. Go see what he thinks about the game. Just type in their FFTV raid. I need to go sleep this off or something. I'm not in a good place with this. Please make sure you've liked. Make sure you've subscribed. Make sure you get Finalysis downloaded. And let me know if you're watching later. Who was your man of the match? Actually, tell me who you thought the worst player was. I'll see you guys tomorrow.